Welcome everybody out to the Late Night Facecheck. My name is Valkamer. We are here with Satansaves of the Devil's Rejects, bringing it home in Division E, rocking through the playoffs. Satan, glad to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Val.
So, it's been a great season. My understanding is you played a Heroes Lounge season, and this is your first season as an NGS team. Is that correct?
Yep, first season.
Nice, nice. Well, we're excited to have everybody here in NGS. We appreciate you making the jump over here as well. How's the season going for you guys? We know you're in the playoffs. It's a little bit wild where you're at, but what brought you here?
Well, the beginning of the season was a little rough. We had some turn back with some players. One of our players started a job and he had to leave, so then we had to pick up others. And then we had this iteration or this period where we were all getting adjusted to the role swap. So that was a little rough. And now I think the team has a good synergy and we're all in the spot we need to be.
Very nice, very nice. Now, tell me a little bit of you mentioned the one player that's gone. I've talked to you a little bit off camera, so I know the player, but let's talk a little bit about who's in what spot for you now and what the team is looking like.
I think at the beginning of the season, I started as damage, and we had Snuggly as tank, and we had players all over the place. And now I think Snuggly played pretty aggressive as a tank, and he mained an assassin. So then I had the idea. I was like, hey, how about I go tank, you go assassin, um, and that's pretty much where we're at. We had a damage player. Probably went to like two, three, four of them before we got to a steady player, and that was Corso.
Nice. And your last two players that you haven't mentioned that I know the names of, but not everybody at home does. Jack and
Jack, yep, Jack of all, and Snuggly and D Nasty. Jack of all, he was playing damage, but he has a passion for off lane, so we put him back as off laning, and he's great at that. And D Nasty has been with us as healer. He's never changed position. So
nice, nice. Now I've been fortunate enough to watch a few of your games. You guys are playing well. I see big improvements throughout the season, and I think we're going to see some great play here in the playoffs. Is there something that you would kind of define as your signature style, as it were, of how you guys play?
um, style, we kind of I'd say we kind of we treat it as like a chess game. In my opinion, we don't rush into a team fight. We kind of bait it out until we see an opening, and then we initiate.
Nice,
Um,
nice. I didn't know if you were done there. You said like it
yeah,
was
yeah,
the
yeah. I
beginning
was
of the
trying to think
next
of a,
sentence.
I was trying to think of a style. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We don't really we're not we try to do different comps, whether it's dive, CC, or a poke. So we try to alternate depending on the team we're playing and changing the game plan.
Now, this will air before your next match goes. You're going up against the core bouncers. You played them once during regular season. How did that matchup go?
That matchup went well. We ended up winning. It was those guys can fight, so they did have a sub, so they weren't at full strength. So I think this playoff match is going to be a real challenge for us and for them.
Well, and it's the first best of five that you've competed in, right?
Yes, yep.
So it can be a little bit of a test of endurance as well as overall skill and coming together as a team.
Right, yep. So we're just gonna have to stay positive, man, and push through it. I think our longest match was over 2 hours, and that was with Bull Moose Party. We had some technical difficulties, and that for some reason we drawn out that match. It took forever, so we
Well,
came out on top on that. So I think in terms of endurance, I think we'll be able to come up successfully.
very nice, very nice. Well, you were nice enough to provide to me a clip. Let me get us over to that. It's this is one where it's a point of view stream, Snuggly's streaming, and we've got a bit of a wild team fight. I remember watching this one and just being like, okay, they just got to go core, and then hearing that on the comms is pretty exciting. I mean, spoiler alert, this one goes your way. You weren't going to send me a highlight clip where you didn't win, right? But
Right.
all right, let me get this playing here. So we see the big pull.
Watch the Ana. Ana right here.
Got
Got
Ana.
him. We got 3 kills. Let's get
I
this shrine
think
in.
I think we. Oh frick! The Chromie Hanzo.
I got him. I got you.
Oh.
If we get this kill, we end. If we get this kill, we end.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
we
it.
got it.
Yeah, in the game.
Corso's
In the
got
game.
to feel pretty good about that finish
Yeah.
on the Hanzo.
Yep. That was the kill that
We
that
got
pretty
minions.
much set off to our victory there.
Bring it back here.
The fight was kind of chaotic and split, but Dynasty had really good situational awareness to drop a light bomb and to be able to lock down some other kills. I didn't even see his light bomb until I rewatched that video.
Well, and Malthael in a back line gets pretty scary, and we saw that last rights go out, but between the light bomb and the healing from Anduin, Tassadar was able to survive it well enough, and you guys picked up 3 kills in that moment, Ana ETC and then the Malthael, which is pretty big, and on that late game team fight, that just led to you being able to push through the keep and end with the core being down. So it was a great moment. I think the one thing that probably makes me chuckle the most is watching Snuggly in a little bit of trouble and him say frick. I just laughed at that piece because it's very popular out in my neck of the woods to say that word instead of other words, so I laughed at that. But
both those guys, I think they're both Mormon or Christian, so they don't cuss at all, and they got to tell their wives they're going to play HOTS with Satan. So I'm not sure how that goes well.
It comes together, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but the team's playing well. You're going into this. It's now the semifinal match of Division E. It's going to be a great bout. That is Saturday the 21st, I believe, and I think it's at 9:30 Eastern. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. This one will likely air either tonight, it's Friday, or Saturday during the day for folks who are ready to tune into that match. I'm sure it's going to be just a absolute slugfest back and forth. But Satan, we are now at the time for Valk's lightning round of questions.
Ooh,
you will have 1 minute to see just how many questions you can answer. You should be able to see the clock, and the timer will begin as I finish the first question. Satan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. What is your favorite HOTS resource?
Favorite HOTS resource? I would say Icy Veins.
Okay. Most impactful hero?
Diablo.
Best non-HOTS Blizzard game?
World of Warcraft.
Okay. Best hero for a TV show?
Best hero for a TV show? Murky.
Hero to go to dinner with?
Sylvanas.
Hero for their own cookbook?
Butcher.
Name one heroic you want in real life?
Unstoppable.
Best hero to host a party?
Tyrael.
Best hero aesthetically?
Nova.
At BlizzCon, do you want a map or a hero?
Hero.
Oh, and we made it. Let's see what your totals are here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A very respectable number. The record for those watching is still 13. So perhaps one day you'll get another shot to break that, but a respectable showing, absolutely. Now, you mentioned, I can't say that I usually pick this one for the deep dive, but you mentioned Sylvanas as the hero to go to dinner with. For one, I would say I don't know that she eats anymore. And for two, that might be pretty terrifying to the restaurant staff. What do you want to
Yeah.
talk about at dinner with Sylvanas that she's your choice?
Just how I'm not up to date in WoW lore, but I know she took head of the horde, so I guess that'd be a good dinner combo.
Are you hoping to be the next Blight Caller? He recently fell in World of Warcraft, so
No, no, no.
okay. Well, Satan, it's been fantastic to have you on. Thanks for carving out this time for me. The floor is yours for any shout outs you want to give at this time.
Well, shout out to you, Valk, for helping us. I know we reached out to you at the beginning of the season when we were having some struggles, and you helped us with some map comps that definitely turned the game around for us. And shout out to the team, man. D Nasty, Jack, Snuggly, Corso, and Leviathan.
Nice. Nice. Well, again, this has been the Late Night Face Check. I'll do my traditional sign offs. First off, hi, Mom. Second, everybody remember to spay and neuter your pets as well as vote for more maps into the NGS map pool. Let's make the Storm League pool and the NGS pool match so that practice is just that much easier. Why wouldn't we want to have Sky Temple and Garden of Terror added to our current 10 maps? It'll be great. So mind the bushes out there, my friends. This has been the Late Night Face Check. Sorry for getting tongue-tied, where we always have a bit of fun here. Have fun in the Nexus. We'll catch you next time.